money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
I like when birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K-back, 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the aping. I like when birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. I'm on your turf again. This, that. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. I like when birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. I'm on your turf again. This, that. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked a towel in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a lot of abusing this deer. I hate to do it with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex and her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Yes. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in it like I got the swag. Wakanda swagger, I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda, y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a padded walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, all I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man in your city, I'll be the man.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Taylor. Being chased out left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Now a handoff looking right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Taylor rolling to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Taylor. Buying time to his left. And that's complete to Croft. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. This is White on the screen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Taylor. Dancing to his left. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. from the shotgun. It's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Watch it now, Barney.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney.
Second down, Mayfield. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get, and then the players and the coaching staff.
He's got a man, complete. And a fast footwork by White. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Carolina. 64 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Mobility is often a good thing for a quarterback. Rarely do you think it's a bad thing. Getting outside of the pocket often breaks down defenses, but you still have to set and throw.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't lose your mechanics even though you're outside the pocket.
And there with the pressure coming, that made that extra tough. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Taylor. Going to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Taylor. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking deep here for Ebron. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by M.J. Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On 2nd down, Taylor. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 22. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now Taylor. Uncorks one for Davis. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
To throw is Taylor. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Derek Barnett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Here's Taylor, operating from the gun. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this 1st half. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Taylor. Flushed out right. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And Davis has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Here's Taylor. Steps away to his left. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the Saints signal for another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Taylor. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Third and long, it's Taylor. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, there have been stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Gun! Over!
A second down throw for Mayfield. Room to run past midfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. He's going to get it running right. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Doug Baldwin, 79 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Tobash.
I don't know about that.
And got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Saints. 46 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now it's Taylor. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Taylor. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Mayfield again. Flush to his right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Watch Twit!
Now they try the right side here. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. And they'll go with the ground attack here. What a spin. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Taylor to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now it's Taylor. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Throwing now is Taylor. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Ebron caught left side. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.